Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today I'm going to be trimming with the Husqvarna 336 FR. This is the neighbor's trimmer, which I had to borrow because mine is still down. So this is one model up from the one I have, which I'm not even sure if I'll be able to get that thing running again, but we'll see. So it'll be nice to give this a try and see what the difference is between the two. Right away, you could see the trimmer head is way bigger than the trimmer head from mine. And here's the grass blade right here. Actually, I should have put the grass blade on, but it's got 0.095, which is about, what is that, a tenth of an inch, roughly. Pretty damn heavy line, so I should be able to cut everything I need to cut. It's all just grass. So what I got to get done is trim all these areas where I can't get with the mower, because this stuff is all, it's barnyard grass and foxtail, and I don't want it going to seed. So I'm going to trim it down real low. I do not want any more foxtail seed down into the Oak Savanna restoration area, which is coming along real nice, but I gotta actually water today. I put a bunch of, poked in a bunch of seed over the last week or so, but now we had rain in the forecast for yesterday and overnight. That was canceled, and now there is no rain for like 4 or 5 days, and today is going to be about 90 degrees with very high humidity. It's just going to be a nasty day today. So I'd rather not do this today, but everything is right at the edge. So I really got to get it done. And the vineyard is just way overgrown, and the grass hasn't even been cut down there because Natalie jammed up the mower with that little log. But the mower's fixed, so I got to get all my trimming done today so that she can get out and cut everything tomorrow. She gets back from vacation later today, so I got to get this stuff done. So I got to trim this, I got to trim that all along the side back there. I don't know if you can see it back by the septic. Walnut Hill, the entire vineyard, all along the road, and up by the trees. It's quite a bit of work, so hopefully I can get it all done today, but I at least have to get the vineyard done, and then I'll go from there. I'm going to set a time limit on this of, say 2 o'clock, and it is just about 11, so I'll set a time limit of 3 hours on it, and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm trimming away down there in the vineyard on that first row, which you've seen. I got to the end of the row and my line was gone already. This thing holds 28 feet of line. Well, the trimmer's over there. It holds 28 feet of line, and it was already used up. So I figured I did something wrong. I reloaded the string, went and tried again, and exact same thing happened. The whole thing was used up in one pass, and it should last like days or whatever. So what I'm thinking, that's the string right there. I'm thinking he might have gave me the wrong string, the string for his push trimmer, his DR push trimmer, because this is square, and I don't think that square line feeds right with a bump trimmer. So I went up here, came up here, I was gonna try out, I have titanium, Husqvarna titanium trimmer line, which should work. On the way up, I noticed that the horse water was down to about 6 inches. So I filled up a couple, a 5-gallon and a 6-gallon, and went down there, started pouring it in, and that 6 inches was all kind of scummy and muddy and nasty. So I dumped it, and we have to run like 3 big hoses from the house all the way down there because the hydrant is broken right now. So I had to do that, and then you got to go back and forth. You got to get it into the tank, rinse the tank, go back to the house, turn it off. A couple 100 feet. It's a good ways to walk. So back and forth, and I started it filling, and then I figured I would water the trees because they took out all the rain in the forecast, and they need at least 1 inch per week their first year, especially if they're bare root trees like these were. So I got 6 of them watered, and this is the first one on the second pass. I got 6 more containers here, and it freaking starts raining. It's just a sprinkle. It's not enough to water the trees, but holy crap, are they incorrect in their forecast. I mean, it was supposed to rain, then they took it out, then they put it back in, then they took it out, and so by the time I get in the house, we'll probably have thunderstorms in the forecast for tonight. But at any rate, I gotta finish watering the trees now. Then I'll go put the titanium string on that trimmer. Then I'm going to have to let things dry off a little bit. So I'll start back up after lunch, I guess. So we'll get back to it in a little bit. Okay, it is probably 3 hours later, and I'm going to load this thing up with my Husqvarna. I believe this is 0.105. This is what my trimmer takes, and I believe the problem here, I don't think this is for a bump trimmer like this. I believe that is for like a walk behind a push trimmer, where you just put a loop like this on, and it can be any odd shape it needs to be. Because I have square stuff, I have diamond shaped, I have some really bizarre, really heavy string. But for a bump trimmer like this, I believe that they want a round string. We'll see. I'm gonna put on 24 feet of this, and I'll try to do a row down in the vineyard. I don't know if I'll probably not film it. If I can do a row and it doesn't use up the whole 24 feet like it has been, then that was the problem. But otherwise, I really can't use it because it's just going through a full load of string per pass, and a full load of string should last me an entire day. So let me put 24 feet of that on and go test it, and then I will be right back. Okay, I have her all set up, but I forgot I got Miss Izzy with me, so I'm just going to try to get all this stuff cut around the trees, all this stuff back here, and see if I can kind of watch her at the same time. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I hate locking her up, because if I put her in the house, I'm going to end up having to put her in her crate, and she don't like that. So hopefully she'll behave, but if not, she's going in. Okay, so it looks like I just went through, I went through 24 feet of line, just doing, you can feel it, it's just feeding it out the whole time. So I think this bump button is like stuck. It appears to be just fine. Something is going on where the string is just feeding straight out. So this is fixed. And then when you do the bump, it's kind of hard to do one-handed. But this spool right here is fixed right now. And then when you do the bump, it disengages the teeth, and then it freewheels. It freewheels and lets line out for just a second to, get it long enough, and then it cuts it with this cutter right here. So it appears as though that's all fine. I don't know why it's just like, it's feeding out all of its line just right straight out. So maybe it can use the square stuff, and something else is wrong. Okay, let me bust out the instructions and see if something else is amiss. I don't know, I can't see it, that you put the string on. I mean, it's pretty much same as any other one. You got a direction of the loop, and then this can only go on one way. It won't go on that way. Upside down, you have to have the teeth facing towards the unit. Yeah, I really can't figure out what the heck is going on. I've loaded these things a million times, and I've never seen it act like that. Okay, let me read that, and I'll get back to you. And I need to walk Miss Izzy. So it's looking like this is not going to get done, but maybe. We'll see. Okay. The way this is wound is no different than mine, and I tested the button. These do not come out unless you push the button. So let's see if it works now. What I did was I just loaded it up with string again, and then made sure that the button was going in and out, and made sure that it's not like freewheeling. Now I'm going to test it again and see if it works now. Okay, well, this is one heck of a video. It did not work. It spooled out and just kept dicing it up until it was gone, and then this is the last thing that flies out once it hits the end. So I just got little pieces of plastic all over it. I got a little bit cut, but so what I did, I just put this is a grass blade, so it's like a handheld mower. So what I'm going to do is, I can't get real close to anything, so I'm going to get done what I can get done. You know, if you hit the concrete or if you hit a tree, it's going to really gouge up the tree, and you could kill a tree with that kind of blade. So I don't know if I'll do around the trees or not. We'll see how much control I can get over it. It's drizzling on and off, so that's going to be it for today. I got this thing all set up, ready to go for tomorrow. I just got to back up to the shed, put all this stuff away for the rain tonight. Another crash. I've been trying... Start again. There we go. I've been trying to work with the square trade. You know, I got the 4-year warranty with Square Trade when I bought the camera on Amazon, and their website crashes, and the chat guy says, well, you need to install a new browser. You know, and I just felt like jumping through the internet and punching him in the throat. I'm not going to install a new browser to redeem insurance that I bought, you moron. So I think I'll have Cindy deal with them before I get angry. So I am absolutely got to get rid of this camera. But this, I don't know if I can take apart that oh, that's mine. I don't know if I can take... This one is made different. On mine, the button is separate, and I can put a new button in it. I have spare buttons. This one, it seems as though the button is part of it. So, I don't know. Maybe I can spray some silicone in there or something. For some reason, it seems like it's part of this base piece. And the way mine is, well, I don't want to open that up. The way mine is, the button comes off. The dog invented this game where she's throwing the ball to herself and then acting surprised and diving on it. She does kind of the same game with the pool, where she'll throw something in the pool and then act surprised that there's something in her pool, and then dive in and toss it back out. This also involves running all the way down to the end of the yard and then all the way up into the field a couple times, and then acting surprised that there's well, actually it's an apple. She's playing with whatever was laying around. Very intelligent dogs, but very high maintenance because they need stimulation constantly. But enough of that. I have to take her for a walk, so I gotta get this stuff put away for the rain, and I'll just use that blade tomorrow. And I might try this one more time so I'm able to trim a little closer to the trees and stuff without worrying about it. Yeah, I wish my head fit on there, because I know this one works. At any rate, I'll update on this tomorrow. I'm going to spritz some silicone up underneath that button and see if something's sticking in there. And if not, either way, I can use this grass blade. I just don't want to get close to like that rock right there, or trees, or pretty much anything. I don't know really why, what these blades are, why they call it a grass blade. Why would you have a blade that you can't get up close to stuff? That kind of defeats the purpose of a trimmer, I guess. Unless it's just for doing forestry work where you're just hacking stuff down. I guess that's what it's for. But I'm going to try it tomorrow. So if you want to see all that stuff, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon so you receive notice when I post new videos. Sharing any of the videos helps as well. And if you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And have yourself a great day.